So here are my problems with Yasuo. First of all, everything. There's nothing about that champion I think is really good or fun to play with right now. I'm pretty sure if Yasuo didn't exist, neither would 75% of my losses in this game, or at least in the preseason, because my goodness, there is no in-between. There's either the 12-0 Yasuo, which is really just an urban myth, no one even knows if that actually exists, but we've heard about it. But more commonly, there's the 0-12 Yasuo who thought today was a day he could finally beat Darius in the top lane. Well, guess what? You couldn't. And that's why it's funny, because I've never seen a champion so banned specifically so that their own teammates can't play him. You might have the counter pick in the mid lane, but you don't want your top laner getting adventurous against that Darius. You just want, hey, how about here's an idea, top laner, just no, don't do it. And you just ban it just for that exact reason. The problem with Yasuo right now, besides everything of course, is that Aatrox is a better champion than Yasuo right now. And I have no idea what an Aatrox is. When I say the name, I think of Skarzard and Old Linkin Park, like Hybrid Theory and Meteora. And those seem cool, so I guess Aatrox, whatever it is, must be cool too. And as such, must be better than Yasuo. That's just how that works. Maybe if I squint really, really hard, I can pretend that Yasuo says reggaeton, and that's implying a Sean Paul Yasuo skin. But even that's not worth all the headache that Yasuo brings to the table. Because right now the problem is that, beyond that anyway, the problem is Yasuo's take toxicity to a new level. Their brand of toxicity is way worse and sometimes just awkward compared to what usual toxicity is. For those that don't know, it usually goes something like this. People call each other trash, noobs, bronze, things like that. Yasuo's will go above and beyond that and be like, hey, you're valet waste, which means you're not even good enough to take out on Friday and Saturday. And you just gotta sit there like, wait a second, did I just get insulted? Like, you can't even tell if you got insulted because their brand of toxicity is like something that has no idea or nothing to do with anything that the regular brand of toxicity couldn't have covered. Not saying that you should be toxic, but at the same time, my goodness, if you're gonna be toxic, be something that everybody can understand maybe? Because by all means, now you gotta sit there like, wait, so are you saying I'm not trash on weekends? Are you saying I'm not good enough to be trash sometimes? Which means I'm good sometimes? Like, what are you trying to... We just don't know. That's the mystery of Yasuo and Yasuo being toxic. Beyond that, my final problem with Yasuo, though, is his kit. And only really two things with this kit. The first being minions. The fact that I use minions, and it's routine for a lot of people to use minions to help you dodge, avoid skill shots, help you avoid all-ins, help you avoid hooks, whatever it is. And in this particular matchup, Yasuo gets to use your own minions to help gap close to you to help kill you that much faster. Your minions suddenly become so disloyal and so terrible at serving you well that they could all be employees for Comcast. Like, it's just terrible. But beyond that, my other problem is Wind Wall. Wind Wall is such a bullcrap ability, and I'm saying bullcrap lightly because I could say a bunch of other stuff, but I want to keep this somewhat clean. But we're talking about Yasuo since it's already toxic as heck anyway. But Wind Wall, the reason why I hate it is that you can hit it so late and it can still save you. I'm not against something blocking abilities. You have Braum Shield, you have shields in general. There's things that block abilities, that's fine, but Wind Wall can be hit so late and it can still save you from stuff. It's like that kid who plays dodgeball, and he doesn't have a problem playing dodgeball. He's not one of those kids that hates dodgeball. But when a dodgeball actually hits him, he says it missed, it skids by him or something like that. And in this particular analogy, the coach would just be like, hey, well, the wind wall deflected everything, so I guess he actually did dodge everything, when in reality, no, the heck he did not. But you just gotta sit there and take that L, because that's the way the ability works. The reflex time, you know, your mechanics and your timing and how fast you have to react, yeah, it doesn't have to be that solid using wind wall. It really doesn't. You can hit that so late, and it can be so good still nonetheless. And it's so frustrating. Beyond that, my only other problem with Yasuo and his kit is maybe his ultimate, but not really the ultimate itself, just finding out the hard way what synergizes with his ultimate. Like, for example, Blast Cone. Here I'm at 80 carry. I'm not quite caught out, but I know Yasuo can kill me in a 1v1, so I want to get away, so I want to use the Blast Cone. This Yasuo flashes over, so he can get the Blast Cone first because, surprise, it synergizes with his ultimate. So guess what he gets to do? He gets to now kill me. And now the rest of my team's like, what the heck are you doing, 80 carry? You know better than to leave Fountain after we hit Season 6 going into Season 7. You're more of a liability for the first 30 minutes anyway. And I just gotta be like, yep, hey, I got caught slipping. I thought I could use the Blast Cone to maybe get away and not feed. But hey, I should have known better than to play the 80 carry to begin with. That's all we do. That's all we can do. We have no agency. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. So, yeah. That'd probably be my only real problems with Yasuo right now. But I'm going to leave it up to you to explain your own preseason Yasuo stories, especially when Yasuo's been on your team and just been terrible. Feel free to add that in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you feel so compelled. But that's all for this video. So thank you so much for watching this video this far if you did. I don't know which video will be next because life is full of a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed.